Successful stabs at the title before, but he's a gutsy fighter, as you'll see. And what can you say about Nunn? 31 fights, 31 wins, 21 of those by knockout. So without further ado, let's get ringside. Your commentators are Reg Gutteridge and Jim Watts.
So the tough guy, Juan Roldan, always bouncing back man who fought Hagler and Hearns, and the southpaw, Michael Nunn, now a bit of a star in living in North Hollywood and bringing quite a few stars to the fights that he's in now. And he took the championship. There he is, a little bit flash, didn't he, already? Took the championship from Frank Tate, the man who defeated Tony Simpson in Stafford. But I know that Tate certainly had to drag to do the middleweight limit without detracting at all from Nunn's victory. So we'll see if we can do it against this tough nut, who is a natural middleweight, even at 31 years old. He's always been a middleweight. He's had 2 wins this year since losing to Hearns, Roldan. And what a spectacular fight that was. Well, he has no fear of the opposition anyway, Roldan. He's been in with some tough guys, and I shouldn't think what we would call Fancy Dan's style of Nunn is going to bother him too much. But he's a good, crisp puncher, Nunn. Well, he proved it against Tate anyway. And he proved it there, didn't he? This fellow walks in with his face and then gets tagged. He did this against Tommy Hearns. And he's the only man who actually officially put Hagler down, Roldan. Well, if they say he's not too much of a puncher, Nunn, Jim, they could have fooled me and certainly fooled Roldan.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that one again. I get the feeling that balance has something to do with it too. I don't know if he was seriously hurt or if he got caught up in the ropes a little bit and they caught square, because he does come in square. But nevertheless, a good punch from Nunn this early in the fight.
What a hard, tough man he is now. That's the sort of opposition now that our own Nigel Benn's got to be looking at, not fighting yet, because these fellas would match him for power and aggression. Roldan's probably saying, Jim, this is going to be my last shot of the championship. I better give it all, and early.
Well, he's certainly given it a shot, but he's starting to throw the punch too far out of range. He's throwing the punch as he moves in. He's going to have to try to get in. I know it's not easy, the style Nunn has, but he's going to have to get close before he throws the punch. All Roldan's work is out of range.
Well, is he going to stand in between rounds, Roldan, as after 74 fights? He's a bit used to this business. It looks as though he is for the time being. And he's very demonstrative, the man in the white jacket there, Miguel Diaz. And the one on the outside is that man talking, Tito Lectori, the promoter in Argentine. Now, Jim, let's have a look at that now.
Well, we'll see the knockdown. Yeah, it was a good punch. His feet did seem to slip that little bit, but it was a good punch.
Yeah, I probably can see it again now as he dived in. He was leaning in on it. Yes, he caught him with that kind of an uppercut left hook, really. It was a cross between both punches.
More jabs and look for the body when he's waiting around.
So these are the Goosen family. It's managed by Joe Goosen, and the brothers Larry and Greg there are in the corner. And there's 10 of them. They call them the 10 Goose brothers. Coming out early for work in the second round then of the IBF Middleweight Championship. First spotted Nunn when he was in the Olympic trials of '84, and he lost and won against Frank Tate, but they picked Tate for the Olympics instead. 6'2". It's pretty good for a height for a middleweight to have long advantage and reach as well. And of course age. He's 25, Nunn, as against 31.
front, Mike. Keep him in front, okay? Punching it out.
Well, he's got to do it the hard way, Nunn, Jim, because this fella really does come.
Yeah, well, Roldan can only perform one way, and it's going to be very difficult. He has to get close to Nunn, but even when he gets close, Nunn seems to be as strong as he is. This is a good performance from Nunn so far.
Yeah, he was a bit fiddly early on, Nunn, but coming up for the championship and then winning it, he's become a very positive fighter indeed. And that often happens with a champion. We've seen it with Lloyd Hunnigan. Always been a good boxer, but now he's moved into world championship class. He's all business.
Punching it out. Punching it out. No holding, no holding.
But certainly going to test Nunn here now. If he gets over this tough fellow in style, then we know he's a good champion. As I say, defeating Tate, he definitely looks like a light heavyweight, and I would have thought that was what the scales got to him as much as the punches. A little bit of the Harold Graham about him, Jim, isn't it? But he looks like he may dig a bit harder than Graham.
Yeah, well, he's doing the right thing. He has to keep out of range of Roldan's punches, but still close enough to land his own, and that's what he's doing, and he's making it very difficult. He's forcing Roldan to do a lot of work, but very little success. And I don't think Roldan can keep this pace going.
And coming out then for round 3. And it's the old bull and matador stuff here again. He always chases the opposition hard, Roldan. Soaks up a bit as he did with Tommy Hearns. No, that was a slip, quite rightly. The crowd got a bit excited, but Richard Steele was in there. Works in a local casino. I think he's a security man there. Well, Roldan seems to think it's to his advantage, Jim, but it was definitely a slip there in that wet on the corner.
Yeah, it was definitely a slip, no doubt about that. But Roldan's getting that little bit closer to Nunn. I think Nunn should be making better use of his long, stiff jab, catch Roldan as he comes in. He's not doing that. He's allowing Roldan to get inside, and that really is Roldan's kind of fight.
That's dangerous. He mustn't show contempt for a man like this who's been around 74 pro fights, and he's only lost 4. And all against top class, obviously. That surprises me, Jim. I know he's a little bit flashy in his style, and arrogance is part of his ability, actually, Nunn, but it's foolish to take punches like this.
Yeah, he just seems to be messing about at the moment, just showing Roldan total contempt. He's not interested in what Roldan's doing, but he's going to have to get down to work. This is not the kind of fight Nunn should be boxing.
And there he goes, starts to unload it. Changed his mind now. He's going to do some attacking. Oh, sharp punches to the head there. He threw a couple to the body, then switched them well. Well, he's always been a durable character, Roldan, and he's going to need to be here by the look of it. Oh, it's a good battle, Jim, too, isn't it?